about the albatross made me think about all these big questions. How did we get here? How did this happen? So I did some research to start answering them. Actually, scratch that. I did a ton of research. I kind of got obsessed. I found out that there are many different reasons that this is happening to the albatross. It's about systems, which are sets of interacting components that form an integrated whole. To understand the why of it all, we have to think in systems. The way I think of it, it's really just seeing things as more than just their parts. It's like baking a chocolate cake. Each of the separate ingredients don't necessarily mean that the cake will be delicious. It's only delicious when the ingredients are mixed together in a particular way. So it's like the cake is the system, and the process of baking it is like putting the parts of the system together. As soon as I started thinking about the albatross in terms of systems, I realized that it's not just about the people who throw their plastic garbage into the ocean. It's much more complicated than that. I noticed other factors that are part of the system. Plastic itself isn't as simple as we would think. I mean, disposable plastic is super useful and convenient. It's so prevalent that we can barely get through our everyday lives without using it. It's become a huge part of our culture. As I began to understand the prevalence of plastic use in our culture, I thought systematically and realized that plastic in the ocean can't be separated out from the way we use plastic in our everyday lives. There are systems within systems, and all of them are interconnected. Plastic recycling is a major part of this system. I don't know about you, but I always thought that plastic was okay because we could just recycle it. But I was shocked when I discovered that most of the plastic we think we recycle doesn't even get recycled. The EPA reported that in the United States, 93% of plastic we use doesn't even make it to the recycling center. A large amount of that plastic that is not recycled is sent to other countries where it piles up or is burned. Part of the problem is that it is often more expensive to recycle than to buy brand new plastic. If and when plastic is recycled, it is often made into a different plastic product that can't be recycled. This is called downcycling. Once the plastic is in this state and can't be recycled again, it winds up in the ocean or a landfill. When I did more research, I learned that the way plastics are made actually makes them really difficult to truly recycle. They have to add new plastic to the old plastic during the recycling process. So plastic recycling, if it happens, adds more plastic to the planet, not less. So that's one horrible part of the system. Another part of the system has to do with people and the culture of consumption. As we all know, many of our cultures are focused on owning and buying stuff. I know I fall into that trap all the time. It's just really hard to imagine a different way of doing this, or living without certain things that we are just so used to. We don't really reuse, fix, and share stuff. If something breaks, I usually just throw it away. And life is so fast-paced and busy that it makes us prioritize convenience and ease. I find it easy to think, could my one plastic bottle really be that bad for the environment? But when a lot of people say that, it makes a huge impact. And that's just those of us who know about the plastic pollution crisis. There are tons of people who don't even know anything is wrong. So I've learned that the whole issue is a giant entanglement of factors that have come together in this perfect storm. As soon as I understood that storm as a system, it was much easier to see where in the system the most change can occur. Once we pinpoint where the change can happen, we can work to create new systems and networks of people who can make that change happen.